Give me the shiny Battle Bot Greninja or the Rainbow Ho-Oh. Oh man! Oh man!
Butterfree, go!
Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm pretty guys, some more Pixelmon here on the PocketPixels Red Server, baby. You guys already know, man. We're about to throw down, and this episode is gonna be crazy. And you know why I know it's gonna be crazy? Because I'm doing it. And we got some crazy things going on, including the water steel type gym, some shiny hunting, an amazing new crate that I'm so excited to show you guys, and much, much more. So if you guys enjoy Pixelmon, smash that like button down below, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I post Pixelmon every single Friday on the channel, so don't miss it. We are in aDrive land. There's the giant aDrive statue if you guys ever want to come play. There's the chords of my sort of house chilling here. So come join the server at getpixelmon.com. Free to play. It only takes a few minutes to install with the Technic launcher, and you guys can be sort of then playing in no time at all. So if you missed the last episode, basically what's going down, guys, is we're trying to take on the gyms, and your boy struggled. I lost against the Water Steel gym. So I need to adjust my team ever so slightly. I have some ideas. I think Frostmoth could be really good against it, because if I can Quiver Dance, I could set up all over it. The Barraskewda was a bit of an issue, so we might want to try to address that. I would love to get me a shiny Ferrothorn. I think a Ferrothorn changes everything. I think we just straight up win if I can get a Ferrothorn. So I'm gonna bust out some of these. I got some strong shiny lures. I've got some shiny boost tokens. I'm gonna throw down with those, and we're gonna try to find a shiny. I'm gonna go find out where Ferrothorn actually is, and then we're gonna start shiny hunting. I'm gonna get a new shiny. We're gonna tweak up our team, and then we're gonna try to take on the gym once again. Let's do it. Okay, so I think he's found here in these cold taigas, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna explore this cold taiga for a little bit, see if I can find that Ferrothorn. But in other news, I've got some amazing things to tell you guys about the Pixelmon servers for this weekend, 3/26. It's the end of March. We actually have a couple things going on. One, there's a big 30% off sale right now on everything that's in the store. Every single thing you can get 30% off. Two, there's gonna be a couple login events this weekend. We're gonna try to break our player records. Would love it if you guys are a part of that historic moment for us. There's a Vanillite. What we're gonna do is there's a login event at 4 o'clock Eastern time today, the day this video goes up on Friday. Then Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, there's gonna be another login event. And then on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, there's going to be a third login event. And for each of those login events, there's different rewards. So you'll get a mythic key if you're on Friday. On Saturday, you get a random shiny and a random shiny, or a random key. So you get a shiny and a key, and then there's a giant Wobbuffet. And then Sunday, you'll actually get a shiny boost token if you go online, which is what I use to try to find shinies. So 100% get on for that login event, and let's go find ourselves a shiny Ferrothorn, hopefully. Pretty please, I really need something good. Look at the tiny little Tuggy that fell down the hole. How will he ever get out? You good, bro? Oh, he's chill. He's like, I'm good down here. No, oh, there's a... Dude, I swear, like, imagine finding shinies and they're all sneaky down here. You can't even see them. It's got a little snow dripping down, and then the shinies are hiding all the way down here. That's how they get you. Bro, someone left an Articuno shrine just chilling here. Can I take it? I don't think I should take it. That's kind of rude, but I don't know if this is just normally here. Can I take this? No, like, for real, can I actually take it? I don't think I can take it even if I wanted to, but that's kind of cool. There it is! I had a feeling there was a shiny Ghastly here. Everything despawned except for one Pokemon, and I was like, where is it? Why is this one Pokemon still here? And there it is, a shiny Ghastly. So we're gonna catch this thing. That is gonna be our shiny. Not quite what I was looking for, if I'm being honest, but honestly, a really sick Mon. He's level 25. We do have to be careful that he could have Curse. So I'm gonna try to Thunder Wave him, and I did Thunder Wave him. And I'm gonna just throw an Ultra Ball at him. I feel like if he's paralyzed, an Ultra Ball should be enough. And I do have Master Balls if I need them. I try not to use them, but looks like we should be able to get a Ghastly here, which honestly probably won't help us in our journey. Yeah, it's probably not gonna help us in our journey against the upcoming gym. Let's head back home where it's raining. Probably not gonna help. Actually, let me go back. What was right in front of me? I thought I saw another Pixelmon spawn, but it might have just been the snow. Yeah, there's no Pixelmon over here. Okay, so I don't think this is gonna help us in any way towards our kind of goal of beating the next gym, but I do think that Gengar is a really solid Pokemon, and it could be something worth considering. I don't think it helps us though, but I do know what does help us. And if I look at my PC, The team we brought last time, let's talk about that. I'll let you guys give me nickname suggestions for Ghastly and we'll train it up for the next episode probably. But if I think of the team that we brought last time, right? We brought this team here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the team I brought. Against the water and steel type gym. I keep grabbing the wrong stuff. These were the 5 that I brought. I did not bring Shutterfly, but I do feel like Shutterfly is really good because if they bring Ludicolo, Shutterfly kinda is good against it. The problem is that it doesn't really do anything against the potential steel types that would come after that. That would be the issue. Like I could set up all day over it, right? Like we click Quiver Dance in front of Ludicolo and then you just beat everything. You just start clicking Blizzard. But it's kind of tricky because it doesn't really get me that far. So I have to look at this team and I have to figure out how do I deal with Ludicolo, how do I deal with some of those Pokemon, and once I figure that out, I will get back to you guys and then we'll challenge the gym. Okay, so I'm thinking the secret tag is we bust out Kite from way back in the day. I just gave him leftovers. He's got Water Absorb to dodge those attacks. He's neutral to everything and he's very specially bulky. Ruse Protect Toxic Scald, which is very toxic, but I love it, and he's got a great nature for this anyway, for the most part. But I trained him in HP and special attack, so I need to actually reduce his special attack EVs, so I'm gonna use 26 Hondu Berries, and that should floor his special attack, I think. So let's do EVs 5. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go to Warp EV Hub. We're gonna head to the EV Hub, and we're gonna train him in defense now. I have to go get the item for that. But I'm gonna train him in defense now, get him all EV trained up, and then I think we're in pretty good shape. Oh, hi, Shiny Scorbunny. I just saw your Shiny Illumise. I warped back to my house to show you guys the team. I think we're actually in good shape. I've got Kite here. He's max HP, max defense. That is gonna be a big difference maker. Last time we faced a team that was like a pseudo rain team, and I got messed up because I ended up struggling against the Ludicolo and against the Barraskewda. But hopefully this Mantine will actually help against both of those things. The next thing I'm curious about is the Corviknight. I feel like Corviknight could be very problematic for my team. So that would be the only other thing that really has me worried is like if I run into a Corviknight and I can't beat it. So that is one thing I might want to tweak. Maybe I change Goat. That's where having Cinderace could be really good because Bugs can just deal so much damage. So maybe I'm going to swap out the Goat for Bugs. Maybe that's going to be the play. The problem is that I have no defensive pivots, so everything just kind of dies, but I think that that's going to be the play. And like I have Scald on Kite, so I can Scald the Corviknight, and if I get a Scald burn, then it'll be much easier to beat. I'm just trying to think of like, yeah, I think that's going to be it. I think that's our bet, guys. So I'm going to challenge the gym with this. I'm going to Poke Heal. I'm going to head to the gym, and we're going to challenge it with the team that I have and hope that it's enough to ultimately take on the Water and Steel type gym. All right, here we go. We're going to kick it off with Jet. We got Bugs, Shrimpak, Chad, and Kite. Our 6 Mons for the Water and Steel type gym. Let's get it going, and it's an Excadrill. Not what I expected, but I don't see any air balloons, so I think I just click Earthquake. That is not the same start that I was expecting. I was expecting a Pelipper lead. I feel like this could go in our favor, but I would almost certainly assume that my opponent is going to switch out of this Excadrill at this point. I don't think you leave it in to take an Earthquake. It could have Stealth Rocks. It does just take the other way. He's Focus Sash. He's Focus Sash. Okay, he's gonna set up Stealth Rocks maybe. Which I don't really, oh, he actually Iron Heads. Okay, this is fine by me. I could actually U-turn out and get something else in that might be more advantageous, like Bugs. Maybe try to lure out a water type. I'll just Dragon Claw. He's gonna switch out into Rotom Wash. So it works out. I get the nice Dragon Claw. He is rocking a, whatchamacallit. He's rocking Leftovers, so he's more defensive. I think this is a good opportunity for me to get Chad in if I can. I think I could let Flygon go down at this point. How do I feel against the Excadrill later? I feel good against it. I have Kite. I have Bug still. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the Dragon Claw, maybe get a crit. I don't get the crit. That's fine. And he's going to Hydro Pump and knock me out. So that's fine. And we're just going to click Dynamic Punch, and we're going to start trying to confuse some things. If I get rid of the Rotom, then that's probably his main electric type. So he's going to Volt Switch out. Something's going to take a Dynamic Punch to the face. Might be Corviknight if he has it. It's gonna be Ferrothorn, and we just blow back his Ferrothorn. That is amazing. Now, I'm a little concerned about the Excadrill coming in, maybe. It's the Rotom again. All right, that's fine with me. I'm just gonna Dynamic Punch. I don't even care if he burns me, to be honest. I'm gonna Dynamic Punch him, and then I'm gonna Knock Off. And then he's in a situation where we're like whittling him down, and he's not really doing a ton of damage to me. And even if he Volt Switches here, I just need to figure out how can I win this with Mantine. So he is confused. He hits a Hydro Pump. I get a Knock Off. I get rid of his item. And now it's a matter of will he hit through the confusion and knock me out, or will I be able to knock him out? He does hit another Hydro Pump. I'm thinking Bugs is really solid here, and I could just click High Jump Kick and knock him out at this point. Or I could try to U-turn and try to knock him out. I'm just not sure if that's gonna be enough. But high jump kick should do plenty of damage to knock out the Rotom at this range, I would think. Yeah, 15%. This definitely does enough. If I crash though, we might lose. So that's the issue. The Excadrill's at 1 health. We beat the Ferrothorn. This really is just coming down to, he's gonna switch out, go into the Excadrill. I high jump kick and I hit it and knock out the Excadrill. All right, so we got rid of that threat. That was a big threat. Glad that's gone. So we know he's got a Rotom. Here comes the Gyarados. Have to go kite here. Probably could have U-turned. Does he Dragon Dance? He does Dragon Dance. All right, so here's the thing. I don't know what he has. We're gonna Toxic. I don't know what kind of moves he has. Does he have Stone Edge on his Gyarados? Generally, it's water ground for sure. Dragon Dance. He waterfalls, but I have Water Absorb. Don't miss his Toxic. I hit the Toxic. Let's go. He's badly poisoned. Okay. Now I am going to... He's not going to Dragon Dance again. He Dragon Danced again. Okay. Well, now I know. I'm going to Scald. He Ice Fangs. Fine. I get a Scald off. And he's taking so much damage. I'm just going to Roost. Although, I run the risk if he Ice Fangs. I'm going to Roost. I'm going to Roost. He Dragon Dances again. Okay. And I Roost. And now he's very low. Now I Protect. And I think he knocks himself out with Poison. He's going to switch it out. Go into Rotom. I think I go Bugs. I just catch a Volt Switch, and that's fine. He's not going to hide it. He Pain Splits, actually. Tries to get some health back. That's fine. Good play. Good play. Yeah, I think I'm just going to High Jump Kick. He's going to switch out. Go to Gyarados. High Jump Kick hits him. Knocks him down. Toxic has him almost weakened. I'm going to U-turn out. And we're definitely faster. And now I'm going to go into Shrimp Pact, I think. I just don't want to lose to Rotom. And I have Aura Sphere, and he's definitely physically defensive, Rotom, so... Is that his last? Gyarados, Rotom, Ferrothorn, Excadrill, Lucario. Okay. I think I go Kite to deal with Lucario, though. I hope he doesn't set up. He's gonna Aura Sphere me, that's fine, I have leftovers. I think I need to go for Scald here, because even a Burn on the Rotom with Scald is good. He's gonna Psychic. If I Scald Burn, we're good. Did I get it? I didn't get the Burn, that's okay. We're gonna Scald again. He's gonna switch out into Rotom. Scalds. I don't get the Burn. I'm going to Protect because there's no reason not to here. He's almost certainly gonna Volt Switch. The question is, do I want to try to take... Yeah, he's gonna Volt Switch. So here's what I'm gonna do. I think I can live a Volt Switch. I'm gonna Roost to remove my flying typing. This is a defensive Rotom. He's gonna Pain Split. He actually goes for Pain Split there. Okay. I'm gonna heal myself up. I'm gonna Toxic because I think if we land the Toxic, we win. He Willows instead. And I hit the Toxic. That's huge. Now I can Protect. Yeah, we're in a really good spot to win this. I just need to basically end up in a situation where he doesn't... Yeah, he's gonna Volt Switch. I just have to find a situation where he doesn't beat me with Rotom. I still have Bugs too. I forgot I had Bugs. And Bugs just beats Lucario. So let's go Bugs. I forgot I still had Bugs. There's the Volt Switch. We live it though. Here comes the Lucario. And my play here is just High Jump Kick. Honestly, or Pyro Ball. I could just Pyro Ball. He Vacuum Waves and it does get the KO. So now I just go Shrimp Pact. And I think I just click Aura Sphere. I'm gonna hit him with Aura Sphere as well and knock him out. And then it's just Rotom left. And now I just click Aura Sphere. And I can live one Volt Switch, I think. And he Volt Switches. He does knock me out. But Kite comes in and clicks Protect. And I think he dies to Poison. Let's find out. He has to Pain Split. So this is gonna be close. I don't know. He says it's gonna be close. But I think he dies to Poison here. This is second turn of Poison. Pain Split doesn't work. And Rotom faints. And we won the battle! GG! Hey! That's what I'm talking about, team. Yo, so Kite, the MVP. Doing big things. Scald, Toxic, Protect, Roost. Listen. We're doing what we gotta do. Smash that like button, guys. That's what I'm talking about. /PP badges. There it is. The Water and Steel badge, man. Flygon, Cinderace, Cloyster, Machamp, Mantine coming through. And we now officially have 6 badges on the PocketPixels Red Server. How many badges do you have? Let me know in the comment section below. Now I'm gonna head over to Warp Crates, right? We're gonna head over to the crates because there's a brand new crate that just dropped, the Johto Kalos Collab Crate. And as I mentioned earlier, there's some big events this weekend. 30% off all weekend long on the entire store. If you go to the PocketPixels website, you can find that out. We've got the Generations crate, which we opened up last weekend, which was the Shiny Starters, and then Gen 4 as well. This one is basically Gen 2 and Gen 6, bro. Crystal Steelix, Shiny Espeon, Shiny Skarmory, Shiny Battle Bond Greninja, bro. And of course, the legendary dogs, Volcanion, Ultra Azumarill, Ultra Aegislash, So some great stuff. Gen 2, the evolutions and all that good stuff. And I've got some Johto Kalos collab keys. So let's get it going, baby. So if you guys want to get any of this stuff, you head to PocketPixels.net or shop.pocketpixels.net, and that'll take you to the store. You simply click the Pixelmon thing here, and in featured items or limited crates, you can find a lot of the stuff that we're looking at. I also love these shiny boost tokens, and again, this is all going to be on sale 30% off, but we've got the Generations key, the Spring Blossom keys, all that good stuff. And again, you can head to limited crates as well and see all that stuff, including the random crates and much, much more. So head to shop.pocketpixels.net if you guys want to grab any of that stuff. 30% off this entire weekend. All right, here we go. The Johto Kalos crate. Let's do it. What will we get today, ladies and gentlemen? And we got a shiny Raikou to kick it off, baby. Shiny Raikou. Let's take a look. So our Raikou here has Pressure, Thunder Fang, Extra Sensory, and is an adamant nature, which is pretty rough. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Who saw my shiny Solgaleo? Oh, Swag Steve, you're such a funny guy. I like your anchor, by the way. Yes, yes, I did get my shiny Solgaleo finally. No more memes. Hey, this dude just gave me move tokens. Thanks, bro. Oh, they were gonna get a shiny Chikorita. Hey, another legendary shiny for me, guys. Chikorita, one of the longest shiny hunts I ever went on. Second longest to only, you know it, obviously Solgaleo. Overgrow with Modest Nature. That's actually not bad. I like me some little shiny Chikorita. Let's take a look at it. Where you at, Chikorita? Come here, little girl. Hey! Oh, no, I don't want to battle, bro. Chikorita! Look at it. Oh, well, now there's Dialgas and Steelix everywhere. And a shiny Totodile, which is pretty cool. Fun fact, I've actually got all 3 of the shiny starters in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I just failed the Cyndaquil. So, I do have a Totodile here, though, and this is a Torrent with Sassy Nature. No. Come on, Skarmory! Hey, we got Suicune! Okay, why is this just the legendary aDrive hunts of all time right now? Shiny Suicune, another legendary aDrive hunt. You guys already know about it. There it is. We go blue for Suicune. Pressure with Bash. You want to talk about Pokemon that can Toxic Protect Stall? Me and my Suicune, as I'm riding away here into the sunset, we are the ones that can protect Toxic Stall, baby. But you saw Kite do big things today, guys. I was very proud of Kite today. And another Chikorita. That's kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And we got a shiny Fennekin this time around, which is a great shiny, by the way. I love shiny Fennekin. We'll keep trying, though, for that Rainbow Skarmory. Hey, we got a Chespin. That's pretty cool. I'm down to just 4 more tries here, so we'll see if we can get anything good at the end. And Cyndaquil rounds out the Gen 2 starter trio. We got all of those guys now. And a shiny Espeon, yo! All right, listen. I'm not the biggest shiny Espeon fan. I'm more of an Umbreon fan myself, but we take those. And it's a Calm Nature, which honestly we could work with if we wanted to. Very fast, nice and specially defensive, and very specially offensive. Nice little shiny Espeon. And my final key, what will it be? Give me the shiny Battle Bond Greninja or the Rainbow Ho-Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, we were so close. I really thought it was gonna stop. I really thought it was gonna stop, dude. All right, listen, we got a good haul though. I would say our big wins are the, everyone's having a crate party. Definitely the Raikou and the Suicune are the big wins. The Espeon's pretty solid too. And we got a shiny Ghastly today, so lots of love. There's the What are you doing? Just crouching down there. Is that how he normally stands in Pixelmon? That's kind of crazy. Oh, right on you too. See you later, everybody else. Have a nice day. I'm riding on my saber-tooth tiger, and I'm gonna ride off into the sunset. Smash that like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Head over to getpixelmon.com if you guys want to play on the PocketPixels Red Server, any of the awesome Pixelmon servers. And don't forget, massive sale this weekend, 30% off all weekend long. 3 login events where you guys get bonus items like shinies and keys and all sorts of crazy stuff. That's 4 o'clock Friday, 4 o'clock Saturday, 10 a.m. on Sunday, all Eastern time. We beat the gym. Our next gym is what? I don't even know. Hold on. We should figure that out. I was trying to ride off into the sunset. Ghost and Normal is our next gym. So we've got some options for that, actually. I would love to get, dude, I don't know. Ghost and Normal. Ghost and Normal. I gotta think that one through. Ghost in general. How do I just open that? Steel or Ghost is typical because you really have to use normal types yourself, or you have to use you know, dark types. So that's the thing. We gotta figure that out. But I'm confident we can do it as I ride off with my Raikou into the future. So I'll see you guys next Friday as we do, and I'll probably see you guys for those login events, obviously, as well. Thank you guys. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful one. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.